and end with the Almighty. In the name, pay our respects to all elders, past, also to our future emerging leaders. Honourable guests, audience, Pakistan Mission International, by the President, a visionary before us, but we have to implement the CEO of the Australian Federation of Islamic Council.
A party that is becoming stronger and stronger since the Labor Party was practically decimated in the New South Wales Parliament. Were very moving, very heartwarming, and I saw that he genuinely was jihad for all.
He was also involved in student politics while being a student here in Australia. Pakistan Mission International, Mr. Shakil Ahmed.
To the interest of the other communities here, as per the Charter of Pakistan Mission International, we want to integrate other communities like here, and on the short notice we couldn't invite everybody because we arranged this program at a short notice of 7-8 days only. So inshallah next time we'll do it at a broader scale. So we want to integrate and collaborate in the areas of common interest. The common interest is mainly basically the interfaith harmony, which is a big problem, and the other thing is human rights. Around the world there is a violation of human rights everywhere. You take Palestine, you take Egypt, you take Pakistan, you take Burma, India, you just name it. The Kashmir, violation of human rights is everywhere. The other thing is the cross culture, because everybody is living in his own culture, within the bounds of his own culture. Now we're in Australia. We should open up to each other and adjust and coordinate in the areas where we can actually share things, and we have got 90% to share, I believe. And there are a lot of issues. The immigrant society, like I mean here, all are migrants. First is first generation migrant, first is second generation, then our youth is now basically the local born. So we have got a lot of immigration issues as well. So I mean, we can address that as well. Being an immigration advisor myself, I come across diverse clients from various communities, and they always complain Australia is not giving a fair go to the professionals. And believe me, the foreign qualified who are doctors and engineers and other professions, they end up in doing jobs, odd jobs, which is not suitable to their the profession and the qualification they attained from other countries they come from. So these are the areas we can collaborate and recommend policies to the government as to what needs to be done to make Australia a better home for the immigrants. Not the immigrants come here, doctors, engineers, and driving cabs and Uber Eats. I mean, this shouldn't act like this. The profession should remain a profession. As a brother Naeem Ali gave some information about the skills, so I would like to add something here. When I've served in the strategic position in the government of Pakistan, I learned a very critical and helpful skills from there. Then when I went back to Pakistan after Imran Khan to rebuild Pakistan, so there I got the politics. And then when I was in Australia, I involved in the students' uni politics. So, and last not the least, At one stage, you would all be aware, especially the media people, the TV Al Jazeera, it slipped out of our hands. So at that time we had a plan, we create an alternate to Al Jazeera, because the names of the Muslim is not blended properly. To reform the name and image of the Muslims, we don't need to fight. We need to have a strong media to reform the opinion of the public, to tell the public that Muslims have this face, not the face, but the other media tells them. To rebrand this thing, we tried to negotiate a channel to operate from Dubai. It was 27 million American dollar. This I'm talking about 2010. And we tried to get it, but unfortunately we couldn't gather the funds for such a huge project. But ultimately I ended up starting up my first IP channel in Pakistan in 2010. But there was some issue, then I came back to Australia, then I started my immigration thing. But since I have seen the society, I have some reservations that I want to share with you. So all the communities here have the similar grounds, but nobody talks about it. If we have the problem, we should discuss it. We coordinate, we correlate the things to find a solution. Okay, instead of just crying, this is not good for our generation, we were happy there and we were like this and that there. So we find solution instead of crying, they're just talking in the drawing rooms and lounges. Our youth, major concern I would highlight here, our youth is our asset, and this is the face of the nation in future, inshallah. I would just give you a flashback. Here I can see the people who are the first generation migrants, the other are the second generation migrants, but our youth is different to us, because when we migrated for the financial reasons. But when we came here, we were stuck amid cultural barriers, and we were sailing two boats. We had the bindings back home as well, like we had to feed and help our people overseas as well. So we were sailing two boats, and we couldn't focus, we couldn't deliver, we couldn't be that productive as our youth is, because they are born and bred here. They are best educated and supported by the Australian system. So they are very happy and successful in the profession and occupation they are serving in Australia. But I have a reservation on this subject. My understanding is our youth who prefers the money making, high earning occupation and profession like medicine, the medicine, law, engineering, or trade occupations. I think money is not everything. Power is very important. If you have a power, you can direct many things in your way, as per your wish. But if you have money, you can't buy the power. They're different things. My understanding is they should go for the profession and trade occupation, but at the same time, they should get into the parliament and into the executive positions. This I'm saying because having the executive experience overseas, so I know how can we actually become the policy making, planning and direct the country, state. Say Australia is a very small country. But the problem is our youth here, they need a direction. They are more into academic. I believe that on top of our religious activities, on top of our academic obligations, we should offer an environment, a training to our youth to build their character, to develop their leadership qualities. So they get into the politics, they get into the executive positions and be the decision makers as well. Be part of the state governance as well, not the white collar or blue collar. It's not enough. If you have to be powerful, you have to have the control, and for that matter, you have to be in the bureaucracy, you have to be in the parliament, and you have to other government positions as well. This is a long-term planning. Just imagine what our generation will be doing in 20 years. They would be continuing as white collars, they would be continuing as blue collar. No, we should change it now. We should lay the foundation for our generations to come and be a powerful element of the Australian society. And they become a pride, not only for the community, but for Australia as well. And I can tell you, the immigrants are the highest educated people, doctors, engineers, professionals, they all come all over the world because I deal with skilled migration. So if they are so capable, if they get a proper training, if they get a proper environment, they can be actually, get into a situation where they can lead into these high-end positions to the benefit not only of the community but also to make a higher name of Australia being in their representative in the respective constituency like Jehaddeep, for example. In this regard, actually, I would suggest that the reason for this gathering is that Pakistan mission wants to integrate other communities into this forum. So as per charter, we coordinate and collaborate for the betterment of our youth as well. And we do it socially, economically, diplomatic, and our welfare projects, as we do for Pakistan. So it is not Pakistan, it is for all the communities to share the view as well. So I invite all the community leaders, the politicians, the professionals to join us. So we work together, we make a think tank, we recommend policies, we recommend solutions. We are the educated lot. We are not less than anybody sitting in the parliament or the high executive position in the bureaucracy. We can match what they actually are targeting. So why not we take the control? And that's only possible once we create an environment. Once you set the target, then you follow it. Without following, you are not getting anywhere. Besides this, as part of our charter, we want to share that we believe in coexistence of different nationalities without overcoming any nation over the other for the superiority. It is not fair. It's a human rights breach. And also environmental, we support the environment with pollution free, and we support the global peace and social justice. So these are the elements which make the society a society of pride and honor. So we should leave a legacy. We should leave a legacy for the next generation to follow and to be proud of. So when their generations come, they would be proud of them that their old generations did something for them. It's not that what did the forefathers did. They did nothing. Why should we do? So we are responsible in our own individual capacity to come forward and lead and advise our youth